Let's get more on the transport situation. Let's go over the phone lines and speak to Channel One News' Jeffrey Fifi Annan. Jeffrey, thank you so much for your time. Tell us exactly where you are and what you can report.
All right, and I'm currently at Kaneshie, just a few steps away from the Kaneshie market. We got here around 6 p.m. As at the time we got here, there were quite a number of people who were lined up waiting for vehicles to their various destinations. Now, comparing the number of people we came to meet as around 6 p.m. to the number of persons who are currently here in search of vehicles to their various destinations, I can say the number has reduced quite a bit. However, not everyone has been sorted out. When we arrived here, one thing I noticed was that vehicles that ordinarily do not serve as commercial vehicles were being used to transport persons to their various destinations, because there was a serious scramble for vehicles by the persons here over the few available vehicles. And so persons who own vehicles that are not ordinarily commercial ones have had to turn them into commercial vehicles to convey people to their various destinations. And your guess is as good as mine. People were in mad rush for these vehicles because you do not have a choice. Vehicles are not available, so whatever is available, you make do with it. But I can report that the number here has reduced compared to 6 p.m. as we got here. I'll try and speak to some persons who are still here waiting for vehicle. Daddy, good evening. You are welcome to Channel One TV. All right, he wouldn't like to talk. Good evening, sir. I just want to know where you are going. All right. Let me move closer to some more people. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
What's your name?
I'm Isaac.
Isaac, how long have you been here?
I've been here for more than 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
Where are you from and where are you going to?
All right, actually, I'm coming from Circle, and I couldn't be able to get car straight from Circle, so I decided to come here to take her to Kaswa.
To Kaswa?
Yeah, and perhaps there we could be here more than 2 or 3 hours just waiting for the car. And the issue there here is that some of the driver, like official vehicle, commercial vehicle, put it that way, then they will increase their price. For instance, if you are going to Kaswa, for instance, then maybe you want to pay, let's say 8 cities. They've started increasing the price, 18 cities, 20 cities, but you got no option, you got to do it because you want to go home, you see. And that has been happening, not just in here, La Paz, and the other side of the Kaswa.
Now, we've been made to understand that persons of the Accra Metropolitan Assembly Task Force are in town patrolling to make sure that these drivers do not overcharge the fares you are ordinarily supposed to pay to your various destinations. Have you seen such persons around so far?
No. And last week I talked about the same issue. We're actually coming from La Paz. From La Paz to Kaswa, usually be 8 cities, but they increased the price to 20 cities. And people, they were rushing to enter because they don't have any alternative. The same thing goes in the morning. Then you are coming out from the morning to work, and where yes, the case that you have a lot of passengers waiting and the car just a few. Then they started increasing the price, the fare, the lorry fare, from 20, from 18. You have no option, you got to follow. And if you don't do like that, some of the drivers, they're likely to go forward and take other passengers because they think that you are not serious, because they want to use the opportunity to make money. But when it's regular time, where you are having like maybe regular period, then they'll be taking the normal fare. And I think they need to talk about this. I've been saying this for several times, using my platform to say the same thing. So please, the government or the taxi driver should try to align, because the price of the fuel is the same way that you have been taking, you understand. Why did you decide to charge people? Simply because they have the passengers remain it down, and then you decided to increase the price of your lorry fare. It's not supposed to be done that way. And that is most of the corruption, because we are talking about the government. You are the driver, you are the part of the corruption, because you don't do the right thing. So every little opportunity that you are seeing passengers, you capture it as a way to making money out of the people, which is unfair.
Right. Thank you very much. So Nana, that is one stranded passenger here at Kaneshie. Clearly, he's not happy with things that are happening. One major factor that passengers keep raising in all this transportation crunch is the fact that drivers charge fares that they ordinarily do not charge because there is a rush for vehicles. I'll try and speak to some more people. There were few persons a bit away from the Kaneshie market. I'll try and get close to them and speak to them as well.
Jeffrey, while at it, have you seen any of the state-owned buses, the Ayalolos or the Metro Mass Transit buses? Have you seen any on that particular stretch?
No, I've not seen any of those buses where I am currently. As at the time we got here, that's 6 p.m. up until now, I've not seen any of such vehicles. I'm trying to get closer to another place where people are lined up in search of vehicles.
Walk us through the traffic situation.
Where I am, so
walk us through the traffic situation.
Looking for vehicle. Say that again, Anna.
Walk us through the traffic situation. In as much as passengers are struggling to get vehicles, what is the traffic on the road itself looking like?
Well, I would say it's not flowing as it should flow. It's not really of a traffic jam, but I would say for a Friday, the flow is quite okay. It's not a free flow, but it is better than a regular traffic jam situation that we normally experience on this stretch. As you are seeing in your shots, vehicles are moving bit by bit. It's not a traffic jam. There's a bit of free flow. That's what I can report. And not to fall.
Jeffrey, thank you. Thank you so much. And we hope that you bring us a report after you're done. But that's Jeffrey Annan. He's my colleague here from the ChannelOne newsroom, bringing us up to date with what's happening at the Kaneshie station regarding what has now become an urban transportation crisis. Let's bring you more on this matter. This